Hi there, this is Bobby from Ragged Poet on day 28 of LenorMarch, and I'm going to do 29 as well. I wanted to do this video outside because there won't be much more chance of that as the season draws on, but it's the sun and the shadows are too intense to do the video, so I thought I'd give you a little quick walk around the garden first instead. There's Gypsy coming out of his house. Hey Gyps! And you can see the apples on the tree. I'm just about to go in and make some apple crumble. And my wildflowers are past for flowers. The wood pile, which I need to take indoors. The kindling pile, I should say. And yeah, so this is what New Zealand, the top of the South Island's looking like at the moment. Blue sky, nice cloud there. And yeah. So there we go. We didn't get a video outside, but you got a quick walk around. There's Moon over in the distance there. And say hello, Gypsy? That used to be Moon's house, but we had to put extensions on it when Gypsy got bigger. Okay, I'll see you back inside for the 9-card spread. Hi there, this is Bobby back with day 28 and 29 of LenorMarch, and we're going to be doing the 9-card spread, and I'm using my Samhain Lenormand from 7 Stars, which mine's number 68 of 100. It's a nice little limited edition one. This little pouch. So off we go. So shuffle the deck, which I've been doing, but I'm not going to use a significator. In the instructions you get a choice of using a significator, or you can use card number 1 as the focus of the issue. So it says to lay the cards down in this order. So number 1 goes in the middle. Right, I'll just cut the deck. Okay, here we go. Number 1. Would you look at that? And I didn't choose a significator, and what do I get? All about me again. Number 2. Actually, I might have to move that one up so you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8, 9. Oh, I like being next to the moon. I'm pretty sure that's the moon card. Okie dokie. So, card number 1 is the focus of the issue. If you haven't used a significator, well, I didn't, but card number 1 has decided I am the focus of the issue, come what may. Card number 2, the letter, there's that letter again from yesterday, is the motivation of the issue. Okay, so we've got past, present and future are the ones that we read first. Although the significator was me, the motivation is some kind of news or letter. Okay, so if we look at this at the past, we've got a letter or written communication, or a message, or an email. We've got a tree which can represent health, ancestors, etc. And we've got the lilies which can represent purity, sexuality, passion, and all those things. And this is past. This could be really recent past, because I had my regular, I think it's every 3 years, smear test yesterday, or not, last week, and I got a message, a written communication to say that my health was amazing and all good, and the lily represents sexuality, and smear tests are kind of connected to the cervix, which is kind of part of the reproductive organ. So aren't these cards bloody amazing? Okay, present, tower, solitude, me in the middle, and a faithful companion. So mainly, as you see in these videos, it's me in my hermitage at the moment. I did have my grandson for ages, who was my faithful companion. And my goats. Gypsy's just walked out of the kitchen. So this is me now, and then the future, we've got good news and joy with the bouquet. The moon, which is about emotion, intuition, possibly new things beginning. And we have a decision, the paths, the crossroads, a decision to be made. So I might have to make a decision, an intuitive decision regarding some joyful good news thing in my life, possibly. I don't mind that, as long as it's not too hard a decision. So that's the past, present, future. And then the corners, orange arrows, move from 2 to 9 to 4 to 7, express the basic issues. Okay, so we've got that letter again, that piece of news. A decision to be made about the joy and sexuality. Is there really going to be a new thing going on in my life? And then the diamond read with the blue arrows from 3 to 5 to 6 to 8, looking at internal or hidden aspects. So 3 to 5. 3 to 5. Oh, I see. 1, 2, 6, 8. So it's kind of a zigzag more than a diamond, isn't it? So then I've got the tower, the solitude, the tree, which is kind of ancestors and health kind of thing going on. Intuition and the faithful companion. So again, it could be that this good news, which could be of a new companion, I have to use my intuition to make sure it's going to be good for me. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And you can read horizontally. Message, tower, good news, joy. A message comes to the person, the aloof person in her tower, bringing good news. I am healthy and intuitive. My faithful companion, if I make the right decision, is going to be dead sexy. There you go, 9-card spread, done. 10 out of 10, Bobby, 10 out of 10 cards. I love you very much. Okay, so that was day 28. The question for day 29 of LenorMarch was to look back at the first reading you did and see how it came about and how you feel about it now. And I did have a look at it last night, but I can't remember that much about it, so I'm going to go on to YouTube and see if I can find it. It makes me cringe, actually, but I do remember it had a snake in it, a twisty winding path, which came up yesterday again, and I took that to be learning LenorMarch. But as I said yesterday, I think this has been amazing. The learning part of it, all the videos that we did talking about each. I mean, obviously I've got a long way to go, but I was a complete beginner at the beginning of March. I just felt stupid, really, making those initial videos, and quite a few people in the challenge seemed to know a lot more than I did. But that encouraged me, and I love all these different levels of knowledge in any subject, because you can share so much, and something like the Lenormand brings out so many other things that I'm interested in, like, you know, the folklore, fairy tale, symbolism, and everything like that. So yeah, the whole month to me has been amazing. I'd never believed that I would actually get to this kind of place with Lenormand in such a short time. I mean, if I say a short time, I tried to start learning it probably like 5 years ago when I got my first deck. Made that deck. I didn't have a proper Lenormand deck, just the one I made, and then I can't remember what the first deck I got was now. Oh yes, I can. I think it was the Mystery of the Old Castle, I think. And then the Lilac and Cherry Twilight ones, and then the Day of the Dead deck. But going back to then and it being such a puzzle, but what we've done this month is total immersion, really. Oh, no, there's my first video. Hang on. The Scythe, the Lady, the Ship, the Sun, the Snakes, and the Tower. And I worked out, that's it, I was going to have a hard time. I knew that I had to cut things away that month, and I was going to lose looking after my grandson. And I realised, and I think my conclusion was, from what the cards were telling me, that the snake was representing this winding path and knowledge. And I look back on that and think of all the winding path I've taken to learn Lenormand. With different books and different websites, and then this total immersion, which has been the one that worked. But the whole idea of that first reading was, to me, it was to give me something else to focus on, to help me with all the emotional stuff that was going on in my life. And yeah, I do think it worked really, really well. And I think I've done really well with my learning, and I'm so happy that I finally got a grasp on this system. And I don't know if I'm really looking forward to doing the Grand Tableau, but I'm going to give it a shot. And just a few days ago, I didn't even think I was going to be able to finish LenorMarch videos. So I'm feeling pretty pleased with myself at the moment. So again, thank you everyone who's helped me. And thank you, Kelly, for starting it all up in the first place. And I hope we do this again. I think maybe LenorMarch 2017, I see in the future. Yep. That's the one. Okay, bye for now.